Okay, so I have a series of videos that I'm gonna have to post, but this is the first one. Now, this is for women with children, um, and specifically women with children who, per se, like, have to basically depend on other people to watch their children while they're at work or at school. I had this dream back when I needed that type of help. And in the dream, I didn't know that I was referred to this person. I didn't even know how I got there, right? I was just there. And I was at some lady house and she was watching kids for people. And I know that, where I'm from, we have, the neighborhood lady who watched people kids. So I didn't know who she was though, and I'm new to the area that I was at the time. So it just seemed like in the dream it just was me dropping my babies off. But before I dropped them off, I was looking around and I was like, this lady got way too many kids in here. And it's all of these different age ranges, and she's by herself. So it's kids over here, it's kids over here, it's kids over here. Like, how are you watching all of these kids? You're not. You're not able to. And then you got kids, you don't know what these older kids have been exposed to, and you have them around these younger kids, which means they're exposing them to whatever they've been exposed to. And it was giving me this eerie feeling. And I woke up, right? Then that day that I woke up, I get a call, and the lady is telling me, oh, I have a list of people that you can call that are, able to watch your kids during the time that you're working. I'm like, okay. Then God was like, you remember that dream? I'm like, yeah. Then I had a whole vision of the rest of the dream that I didn't remember. Remember, I just told y'all I had just woke up, right? That's what I thought. No, it was more to the dream. So in the dream, I did leave my kids there with this person. When I actually, matter of fact, I only left my oldest one with that person because she said that during my hours, she only watched older kids or something like that. So I had the youngest one in a after school program, and then I was going to obviously let her watch him. And that was the dream, the rest of the dream. But in that part of the dream, oh my God, it shocked the fuck out of me. It scared me. It rocked me. It took my breath away. So in the rest of the dream, after I leave, I go do whatever I do at work, and I come back to go get my oldest. And this bitch is telling me she don't know where he at. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean you don't know where he at? What? It took me, bro. It took me, right? So I do a missing persons report, and everybody's looking for them. We all looking for them and shit. And then God shows me this lady talking on the phone with the person on the third day of the search. And on that third day of the search, as she's talking to the person, I can hear it. So now I don't know how God do this, but I kind of like followed the voice to where this person was at. So then I go in there and I see him and I see my kid. And this motherfucker has been raping my son all of this fucking time. all of these days. 3 times a day, multiple times a day for 3 fucking days. And it tore me up so bad because that is the worst thing. Like, and then in a dream after I saw that part, and I said to the lady, you know, where the F is my son? I know you know where the fuck he at. I heard you on the fucking phone, like just going in. She told the person to let my son go. So my son ends up walking down the street towards her house, and I see him. So now I see my son, talking to my son, and I'm hugging my son, and it's just, I'm fucking overwhelmed with the fact that somebody did this to my child. And now, you know, that I'm, you know, when God showed me that vision and I'm actually not asleep, it made me really, really fucking look at life in a different way. Like, even though I wasn't going to leave my son with this lady because I'm just not that type of person, God showed me what is happening with kids when you leave them with people like this, where they just sign up with the state as babysitters or after school program, whatever the hell they call themselves, and they get registered with them. Because I know back in the day I used to be able to see those signs at the welfare office, and they used to say if you wanted to become a babysitter and work from home, you could go through the little program that they had, become registered, and then you will be able to work from home. Okay, cool. Y'all trying to help people get jobs, but y'all don't understand. These motherfuckers is sex trafficking kids in these motherfucking houses. God. So that's something that I wanted to share. Be careful with these people. Thank God I'm not that type of person to just leave my kids with, you know, these type of places. But there are a lot of people who do. That's why they still exist. And I told you the conditions of the house. It was dirty as well. So it's dirty and it's overpacked. And you're there by yourself taking care of these kids, all these different age ranges. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like do whatever you can as a single mom. Make your hours around your kids' schedule, because anything can happen in a split second. You think you're going to work, within 10 minutes of you dropping your child off, they could be gone. In a dream, yeah, I was lucky to get him back, but I got him back after he was sexually assaulted for days. That is not something. Did you hear that? All of that clashing. That was my cat. She knocked the things down in the basement, but the clashing happened when I said those motherfuckers they taking people kids, okay? That's not something nobody wants to go through. So I'm just sharing that dream, sharing my knowledge, hoping that maybe something will help somebody. And I'll be producing more videos as well, because God is telling me now that all of the things that we've been talking about, we got to post before the end of the year. So be looking out for that.